Hey everyone, it's your career engineer. I am here. We're going to talk about taxes and deductions and your job search. I am a little early. I like to come on a bit early, a few seconds at least, so I can just, make sure everything is working, make sure I'm sounding okay. I'm not using my headphones today because I'm doing something just a little different. I kind of move around quite a bit. So I want to make sure that I have all things going on. And I like just standing and talking. And you guys know I'm a black accountant. So I'm doing all I can to do this. So listen, we're going to get going. We're only a half hour. And some of you will catch this on demand. Others will catch it, right now. So for those of you who are tuned in right now, if you're at our YouTube page, and here's something really cool. I want to test something out. I'm actually hoping this is streaming directly from my website. I was playing with a few things, trying to be, creative and all of that. And so I hope if you're at TCEnow.com, you can look at our YouTube play thing right there, and you can see this from here too. But of course, if you come on into YouTube, you can like us, comment, and things of that nature. So the other thing I want to make sure that we're doing, if you are hearing me, if you are checking me out, let me know by either texting to our number 757-745-4823, or as you see in my lower third, it's 4TCE. That's a good way to remember it, 4823. Let us know we're good to go, or hit me up on Twitter. I've got my handy dandy tool right here that you can't see it because I'm holding it right here. But I'll be checking our Twitter strings go down or things of that nature. We're just checking. We're going to give our shout outs and all kinds of good stuff. But listen, today, apologize for my eyes looking down. I should go like this, huh? So you can, I want to check out my Twitter right now. In fact, I'm going straight to Twitter. So if you are in our Twitter feed, just want you to, give us a shout out. Of course, follow us at Career Engineer. You see that in my lower third. If you're on Facebook, definitely give us a like. We would love to have you in our world. If you're on Facebook, Don't Get Anxious is our Facebook page. Today, though, we're talking about your taxes, tax deductions, all those kind of good things. Because here's the deal. Let me just put it out here. If you used me in 2014 to help you get a better job, help you to get that resume done or get that coaching done, you may be eligible to claim that on your taxes. You did know that job search and job hunting are tax deductible, didn't you? Well, if you didn't know, we're going to tell you that tonight. But first, let me definitely just do a disclaimer. Am I a friendly neighborhood tax accountant? No. Am I your friendly neighborhood CPA? No. I am your career engineer, and I have great resources for people who do that kind of thing. So I will kindly say that make sure you talk with your tax advisor, the person who does your taxes. If you are doing your taxes yourself, I'm one of the first people to say don't do them yourself. Get someone to do them for you. That's just the TCE in me. But talk with your tax person, because your situation could be unique, your situation could be different, and they are the experts, not me. However, because I've been doing this for such a long time, if you are my clients, you have your receipts. You can get information from me to show for your tax season 2014 if we did, and may be able to claim that. So maybe that's an incentive for some of you who are always, I don't know if I should get career coaching. I don't know if I should pay someone to get my resume done. We're tax deductible depending on your situation, okay? So again, if you have questions or comments, I'm going to hit a couple things today so you can have some stuff while we're here live. I am with you. This is not brought, I am not, hey, if I hiccup right now, I hiccup right now. That's the way it is. I am live with you here on TCETV. If you are on our YouTube channel, hey, subscribe to us, share us right now with your friends. TCE is talking about tax deductions in your job hunt. All right, and again, I will be checking my text. So for people who are here, if you're going live 54823, if you have a question about what I'm talking about, if you have a TCE question of something else, I might give you a shout out and say what's up. All of our viewers watching live, we want to give you a shout out. I want to thank, you guys know I'm trying to be cute without the glasses on, right? So here we go. I want to thank, hey, Tiki Live for following me. I want to thank Ela for the retweeting of today's show. Thank you so much. And, we will be following all of our Twitter people here. We want to thank Veta Cash. We want to thank Tamamu Wilson. All of you folks here on Twitter. Again, retweet me, Career Engineer. I'll make sure we give you a shout. So here, let's start with it. Here's the first thing I want folks to know, okay? Your resume preparation, your resume copies, career coaching, travel, volunteer time. For those of you who are serving on boards, or you're in your PTA, or you're doing whatever, if you're volunteering your time, that mileage can be tax deductible. Now, if you're itemizing, and again, I'm sharing this as your career engineer, but this stuff is always good stuff. If you keep track of your miles. But here's the first thing: your job search and your current. Here's the key word: current occupation could be tax deductible. All right, in your current occupation. So you're an accountant. You're looking for a better job in the financial industry. That's okay. Financial analyst, accounting. You're a project manager. You're looking for other positions. If you're an accountant and you're trying to be a construction worker, and that's a very, I know it's far-fetched. I want to give you that ideal. That probably is not going to be tax deductible. However, if you are still in your current industry, those expenses associated with that job search could be tax deductible if you are itemizing. So I'm hoping that the folks, if you're homeowners, or your financial portfolio yields you to itemize, because you can get a better, bigger, bangier return, or however you want your tax plan. That's what's important. But the key word with that is it has to be your current occupation. Those things can be job search expenses regarding that can be tax deductible. Okay. Again, if you have a question or comment, text us at 757-745-4823. You see that in my lower third, 757-745-4823. And we will be responding to those texts. We, plural, meaning me and my handy dandy tool here. And also, we're live on Twitter. If you are on my YouTube, post some questions there. We have someone. I get my, the fellow who's better with money than I am is actually on YouTube, and he'll shout out to me if there's a question or comment. You can also deduct the amount you spend for preparing and mailing, right? Deduct the amount spent for preparing and mailing your resume. Now, some people are still using snail mail. Okay, or if you're going to FedEx, your resume somewhere, some hot job in your field is looking for you. If you keep those receipts, those things can be most likely tax deductible, as well as your resume preparation fee. So if anyone was my client in 2014 and you did a career coaching package, you did a resume, you got things done by me, some of those higher end price things, you have your receipt. If you need me to give you a letter, I'll do that. Because I think it's great. If you're itemizing, you can claim that on your taxes. Again, check with your tax advisor, because everyone's situation is different, but it can be done. If you travel to an area and look for a new job, I have notes all over the computer screen, right? If I go like this, you guys know. If I go like this, you know. If you travel to look for a new job, you may be able to deduct those travel expenses to and from the area. Again, current occupation, but some folks, I'll use my area down here. We've got people up and down the DMV corridor, going to work somewhere. You got folks living in Virginia, maybe working in Florida. You've got things of that nature. So if you travel to an area to look for a new job, you may be able to deduct those travel expenses. Keyword being may be able. Now, let me give you a great source for where all this information is coming from. Of course, again, I've been doing this for a while. I usually try to make sure we tell our clients to keep their receipts and things of that nature. But irs.gov is your friend. It's a great agency. There's a lot of great information on the government site. Okay, irs.gov is a great website, and you can get just about any question you need answered. So I'm going to definitely give the government sources, because I do know accountants. In fact, if you haven't had your taxes done, my person who did my taxes for the first time in my, I don't know if I should say life, my taxes were done before March. I am shocked, because I bring the big shoe box full of stuff and all my receipts, and then that's how it gets done. But mine was done. But I do use someone in Virginia, but that person can do all 50 states. So if you're interested, they're really good. I didn't even know they were a national thing, but she was really phenomenal. So I got to tell you, I do have a person. But irs.gov is a great site for you. And I also want to make sure you get IRS publication 529. Everyone should have IRS publication 529, miscellaneous deductions. There are lots of things that we miss, not just with job search job search expenses. There's just miscellaneous expenses that you're probably doing every single day, most likely in your career. I'm not even going to talk about the business side of the house. All of you home-based business owners, you definitely need to make sure you talk with your tax advisor, particularly if you're doing it in your home. If you've got rental space, I mean, you've got your kids working for you, there are things you need to be aware of that could be a great benefit to you. But that 529 is the tax Bible. So don't overlook those miscellaneous deductions. It could be something that could really benefit you. So irs.gov is a great source. And remember, publication 529. If you haven't done your taxes yet, I'm hoping this information will be beneficial to you, okay? Let me do pause for the cause. Again, we want to thank folks who are watching us. If you're tweeting, if you have a question for us, you can tweet it to us at Career Engineer is our Twitter account. If you're on YouTube, we thank you for watching us live. We will be available on demand. We do this each first Thursday. I come with you online, no matter where you are in the US of A or abroad. Get some TCE love. And, my outfit is blue and gold. My sign is blue and gold. It's got the blue and gold thing just for us to do this so we can be on top of each other. And you get to see my handy dandy friend, right? I should put a label behind my phone. That's what I should do. Someone's coming into my studio. I mean, really? Hashtag, really? Who's opening the door while I'm doing a live broadcast? Anyway, continuing on. Okay, so 529. The amount of job search expenses that you can claim on your tax return could be limited. So that is why, if you are using a professional, make sure you share your unique situation. Don't think you can just drop $10,000 in job search expenses and Uncle Sam's going to let you claim $10,000 in job search expenses. This is for reasonable and, responsible job search. So don't go hire Oprah Winfrey to be your coach and you think her fees are going to be all tax deductible. However, for those of us in career transition, a lot of things that we don't even think about, particularly that volunteer mileage, that's very important. You want to make sure you claim that. Let's see, records and receipts. I can't say enough about it for all the linear people who are just, significant record keepers. For those of you who are significant record keepers, I applaud you. I am not that girl. I am not that woman. I wish I was. I'm great on digital media, but I do not do well with paper. And that ergo, we have someone that takes care, does that for us. But you must have those receipts. You just can't go somewhere and claim on your little 1040. I gave Career Engineer $500 to get a whole new thing done, and You have nothing to show for it. You can't show them the resume, ain't gonna work. So those receipts, all those kinds of things you're using. If you are buying stamps and doing that kind of thing, keep those receipts. If you are a FedEx person, keep those receipts. Those types of things. So the paper you spend on your resumes, for those of you who are buying that upgrade paper. So all those things, records and receipts, that's very important. But I can't emphasize enough that the current industry is what's important. So if you make a significant career change, significant, this may be mute. It may not be applying to your situation. So again, your tax advisor, if you are doing it yourself, you need to be married to irs.gov until April 15th and beyond to make sure you're hitting the right things the right way, okay? Hitting the right things the right way. Let me just do a couple of quick checks here. Again, you can follow us on Twitter, Career Engineer. When I'm done here, I'm going to share some other things too. But we had a wonderful opportunity at First Tuesday, which was a live event that we had here in the Hampton Roads Market, where it was 70 degrees yesterday and it's freezing today. We're going to get snow. And it was 70 degrees yesterday, but we're freezing now and going to get snow. I had to repeat that just so I can even understand it. But I had a great opportunity at First Tuesdays. You guys want to check out our Facebook page. Don't get anxious with that. I'm going to put the video up there of that night. Amazing. The TCE Now folks, you guys were wonderful. And check out our network, mytcenow.com. We're open to new members. But your career engineer has to sign off on you. So if you're a watcher, if you watch me every month, let me know that you're watching me every month. I might say it's good to go. All right, next. Again, the IRS, I can't talk about taxes or anything like that without me talking about jobs. Death and taxes and jobs. But you know what? During the season right now, as you guys know, wherever you are, in your backyard or across the nation, folks, they are hiring. The irs.gov, they are hiring. In fact, they hire year round. We're always just thinking about tax time, but it's one of the few policing organizations in America, and the irs.gov does hire year round. They are hiring now. So not only will they be your tax police, but did I say tax police? But they're also looking for great people too. So I want to definitely put that out there. But let me give you, if you have a pen and paper or you're going to digitally do this, I gave you that, 529, the miscellaneous form, but let me give you some a phone number, if you do want to just hit with the IRS, that agency, to be your source for this, because you don't want to pretend or mess up or claim amnesia when it comes to this kind of thing. You want to make sure you know. So 800, the number you can call, 829-3676 is the actual number, 800-829-3676. What I'm also going to do, I think this might go out early in the morning or later on today, but we have our blog, we have our TCE blog, and you'll see if you are on our Twitter, Career Engineer is our Twitter, or you are liking us on our Facebook page. I'm going to post some of these more meat to it, some of the tax things we talked about today. I'm also going to give you a link from the IRS that you can actually click and kind of get to and do your due diligence. I might even share the information of the person that I shared, who did my taxes. Phenomenal. Not that you have to use the person I use. I'm not saying that, but no matter where you are in the 50 states, they can do a great job. And we come with a significant tax bundle. I mean, it's significant. So anyone who dares to do my taxes, I think they must be an angel, because I won't do my tax. I mean, it's that kind of party, right? So I was, again, got myself done before March. I'm just so shocked. But tomorrow when we have our TCE blog, we welcome you to subscribe to it so you can get all the things we're talking about. But we are going to share a little bit more, some of the bullet points that we talked about the taxes and things you can deduct, okay? So what I'm going to do, I am going to check my handy dandy little thing here, because I just vibrated. That's funny. That is funny. I have a question by text. Can college students take advantage of those deductions I am referring to? So that's a great question. Can college students take advantage of those deductions? I tell you what, I have a college student that made a lot of money, more money than the average college student usually does, because this person had a really great internship and worked a lot of hours. And we deduct this person because we need that tax deduction. However, I had the little gentle pink warning that if this particular student, full-time student and full-time status, continues to work from January to December the way that person was working, making this really good hourly rate, the government might say, I am no longer a dependent. So here's the question to students: whether you're an independent student or you're still being cared by your parents, it really makes that little platform everyone has to out. Okay, you really have to make that decision. I remember when I was going to school later in life, I was an independent student. Back in the days of you're 19, 20, not living at home, and the parents aren't doing 51% of your upkeep, they can't claim you anymore. After 18, people can't claim you, but that whole, are you providing 51% of their income, of their quality of life? If that's the case, you can claim it. But those job search expenses, most students, everyone is different. Again, your unique situation. Most students aren't itemizing their taxes. Most are not. You get that standard deduction and you're pretty much good to go. This tends to work for the folks who you're owning property, or it's more advantageous for you to itemize. And when you're itemizing, you're not just claiming job search stuff. You've got other things, your gifts, your charities, you've got your stocks, you got your real estate taxes, you got all kinds of stuff. So your tax professional, I think, should look at what you're bringing to the table and be able to share with you. If you are a 19, 20-something college student and you have all these expenses, you maybe getting ready to flip over to being an independent student, or you're an adult student and you're trying to figure out what's the best way to go. So again, across America, all the things I'm talking about, people are eligible for, but the key being, for your unique situation, is it more beneficial for you to go this way? If you're being carried by somebody else, that's where you talking with someone that knows what they're doing and how they're doing it makes a big deal. Okay, makes a big deal. But thank you for that text. Again, that was live texting. If you have a question or a comment, we welcome your text. I'd like to give people shout outs. If you are watching us live, we would love to give you a shout out. I am not, you know what? I'm not looking at my YouTube channel, because if I look at my YouTube channel, I'll probably end up hearing myself. But I want to thank, I'm squinting, aren't I? I want to thank the folks again who are viewing us live. I had to go look at my number. Viewing us live again. You can post your questions on our YouTube page, like our page, share our page. We still have a few moments to go here today. But definitely support us with your blog. I would say my blog is TCE now / TCE blog. Sure. That's just the way it is, right? However, that post I'm talking about will go out either tonight or tomorrow. And I'm telling you, in fact, if you were on my Twitter, you probably can see one of our blog posts. In fact, we did a wonderful post about when to post on social media. It was a really good post, and I got a lot, because I mean, it was really, if you're a business owner or you're someone that's doing some buzz control, it was great to know that a better study was done, and it was written in such a way that laymen like me and others could understand it. So that was posted a couple days ago, so you could search my career engineer Twitter, or check out my Facebook, because I blog. My blog does go a lot to my Don't Get Anxious. Look at our blog, comment, get involved, as well as subscribe. It's a great blog. Of course, I think it's a great blog, but subscribe to it. But if you do miss it, you can check it out on my Don't Get Anxious. It will post tomorrow morning or later on tonight. I think it's later on tonight. You know what? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to post. Hold on. And I just got a new text. I'm going to read that question. But I just remember that I can look at my, there's an app for everything. I can look at my blog. Well, hold on, let me answer this question. If I don't do it now, I'm not going to do it. When is the next First Tuesday networking, and how can I sign up? Okay, here's the First Tuesday I talked about a moment ago. Is currently in the 757 only. We hold it in Chesapeake, Virginia. It will be April 7th. We were off the chain last Tuesday, and again, I will be sharing. If you haven't seen the buzz about it, in fact, this very YouTube channel you're looking at, you can look at the new video we put up there. It's a sizzle reel. It's really hot. But April 7th is the next First Tuesday, and right before tax day. Hey, maybe I'll have some tax tips for those of you who wait late that day. But you can sign up at TCE757.eventbrite.com, TCE757.eventbrite.com, or hit up my website, TCEnow.com. Scroll down, you'll see my calendar, right? You see a calendar that's broken down by months. We're currently in March, but you flip it to April, you will see the event. In fact, the event has multiple dates from now until December. So you can go ahead and register there. We were at capacity. So last Tuesday, the people were standing, some were sitting. We like 25 to 30 cozy. 10 people have already signed up today, and I just put it out there. So if you are in the 757, these 7 cities, there's no excuse not to be in the room. We might broadcast that live next time for some of you folks out of the area. And yes, I'm getting requests of, can we bring that show on the road? Where we have TCE people, we will be more than, we'll work on that. I have no problem doing road trips. You guys know TCE has been to Florida, we've been to Georgia, we've been to DMV. But we definitely want companies to sponsor our coming. So we can put our heads together on that. I want to thank Sheena Thomas. I believe you just subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hey, welcome to the TCE YouTube family. And again, once every Thursday at 7 to 7:30 for a half hour, I will come here live anywhere in the world to tweet with you, to talk to you right now. And then you can listen to this on demand. And by all means, share this with your folks. So let me just give a couple of other shout outs really quickly. And actually, I've got somebody else coming through. I want to give some shout outs to, let's see, I'm going to give shout out to, okay, now my phone's not going fast. So what does it mean? Verizon. I'm going to call them out again, Verizon. Let's see. Oh, that's a different shout out. I have to do that one another time. But let me give you guys this again. IRS publication 529. I want to keep it serious here. It's a very important publication that miscellaneous deductions, and those business owners of you, your home-based business owners, or those of you brick and mortar, where you're doing your Schedule C, whether you're taking, if you have 8 rooms in your house and 1/8 of those rooms could be tax deductible with your utilities, all that depends on your unique situation. So please get with a tax professional. I use, was it A to Z Bookkeeping? I think that's what they're called down here in Hampton Roads. They're a newly acquired person. I've had someone do my taxes for over 20 years. They've sold the business. This new person came on board. I wasn't sure, but bam, did I get wowed. And they can do taxes in all 50 states. But 529, irs.gov is your friend. Go to all their links. They have some great things. And even in your neighborhood, in your backyard, there's all kinds of nonprofit organizations. You can go to the IRS and get your taxes done free. you can always reach out to the IRS and go. I mean, some people don't want to go to that building. I get it, but the IRS, you can go there and get your taxes done free. You can do it. But look in your neighborhood for some nonprofits, or there's volunteer organizations who will help seniors or young people or anyone in between to make sure, you know, you're doing your taxes correctly, you're getting all your due deductions, you're understanding the process, and you do it right so that nothing is going to happen to you like the A word, which is called audit. Okay, none of us wants to have that word. So you want to make sure you're doing your things right. Okay, so again, if you are on Facebook, definitely like me. Don't get anxious on Facebook. We invite you to subscribe to our channel here all the time, YouTube. And you know, we also have a legacy channel, which is Career Engineer, but this is the one we broadcast from all the time. Okay, all the time. Let's see. What else do I need to say to you? I want to say something phenomenal to leave you with a great thing. I have 5 minutes to go, and let me just share a few more quick things that you want to know about. Again, first Tuesdays is every Tuesday. First Thursday is this wonderful event. And stay tuned with us. You know, on Wednesdays at 12 noon, we have our TCE radio show. If you want to check that out, you can hit that up on my website as well, TCEnow.com. We actually have the player there, so you can hit us up there and see all the good. I'm vibrating, and I'm trying to figure out why I'm vibrating so much. It means things are coming through, but I don't. That's what happens when you tell people to tweet, text, all that good stuff. So anyway, hit us up at our Blog Talk Radio show. You can catch it from our website, TCE Now. We do that Wednesdays at 7 a.m., 12 noon. Oh my God, 12 noon, I'm working too hard. And we take live calls for that as well. So I'm hoping that this half hour together while we're live, you have some an idea of what you can do with your tax situation. You understand the job search deductions, those resumes, that coaching, mailings, mileage of your volunteer work, you know, you're volunteering somewhere, could be tax deductible for the 2014 year. If you were a client of mine and we got together and we did some work together, you want to definitely make sure you've got those receipts and claim it. I mean, claim it. I mean, it's the way that we need to roll, so you can get, you know, if you're itemizing, you can get those due diligence. I have another text. Business employers can have TCE stream on first Thursday. Contact us. Wow. Hey, business employers can have TCE stream on first Thursdays. Contact us. That's great. TCEnow.com. I don't think it can go any better than that. So yes, TCEnow.com. A couple quick things. Let me see. I'm going to drop my number, 757-7454-TCE. That number is available as our business number all day long. But one thing we love about technology, you can text to that number, and we so love that. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I wish I was sitting there watching the chats. You know, in fact, if I act very carefully, I might can see what some of you guys are chatting about. But the thing that scares me the most is doing that and then losing this feed. I don't want to do that. And someone technical at their locations. I don't know what that means. I guess it means I'll get another text on what that means. I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, we want to make sure you join us here. This will be on demand. It will be, you know, on our site all month until we do the next one. And you can already see that we do have one about spring into your career or business for the next month. You can set a reminder, and you know, you won't miss a beat. You won't miss a beat. Let me leave you with a very positive thought as we're on this very cold day in the resort city of Virginia Beach, which I cannot understand the snow. But what I can say to this, it doesn't matter what the environment is outside. The real secret to your success is what your environment is inside. So while we are kind of coming out of this hibernation, this cold weather, even though we're in March, it's a great time for you to make sure your brand is shining. Hey, if it's raining outside, if it's snowing outside, make sure it's raining the good stuff in your household. Now is the best time to jumpstart your career business by making sure, number one, your package is straight. All the things that will speak about you without you saying a word has to be powerful. If it's not powerful, then it's not powerful. And some of you have heard me talk this last month. You've heard this message the month before, you heard this message the month before, and you're still watching me and watching my lips move. And I think that's wonderful. But I don't want you to watch my lips move. I want you to act and change your game so that Monday mornings can be something you run to and that you love. But I'll tell you this, if you don't do anything the other 6 days, if you're just still doing nothing and still doing nothing, but you're still complaining about everything, stop it, because you're the problem. Hey, the mess you live in is the mess you made. That's not my props to that from Adrian Woodard. What can I tell you? The mess you live in is the mess you made. If you're tired of your mess, how about changing it? How about cleaning it up? How about that? So now's a great time to get all your ducks and your stuff in a row. I'd rather you start now than complain again next month. So career and business entrepreneurs, package needs to be tight. Get out there and meet real people doing some great things, making some real connections. That's what TCE First Tuesday is all about. And I can't leave you without saying, don't get anxious. Always, always get prepared. That's the ticket. Are we prepared? I want to thank you for tuning in and watching us tonight. I'll see you next Thursday. And again, Twitter, follow us, let us know. We'll give you that shout out. You guys stay safe, you stay warm, and I will see you next month. Bye. And please get those taxes done on time. Be well.